Hey guys, what's up? I'm Rohit Khurana, host of Intellect Digest, and after using Yuphoria for over a week, here is my review of the Yuphoria. Let's get started. I'll start my review with the design of the phone, and I find the phone to be really nice and sturdy. It is made up of a sturdy metal frame. It has got very tactile buttons. It looks very premium and feels very nice in hand. On front, it gets Gorilla Glass 3, so it is fairly scratch resistant. It gets metal rings around the camera module on the rear of the phone, which looks nice. It comes with a removable back, which comes with matte finish, and it does not attract any fingerprints at all. It feels great in hand, is right sized at 5 inches for single-handed usage, and is designed fairly nice. However, there is one feature that I miss on this phone is the notification LED. Apart from that, the design is really nice. The display has got great viewing angles and it has got good color reproduction. The saturation levels are very balanced and it also gets adaptive brightness and good outdoor visibility. The quality and size of the display is appropriate for casual gaming as well as watching videos on the display. The audio experience is also very important on a smartphone, and the speakers on the Yuphoria are fairly loud. The bundled earphones are also decent in quality and are earpod styled. There is built-in audio equalizer which gives good controls over the sound, and the overall music experience is pleasurable. When it comes to network reception and signal strength, we did not face any sort of problems. We also tested on 3G speeds for the speed test, and we got speeds of around 9 Mbps download and 1.6 Mbps upload. This phone is also capable of supporting 4G LTE, but sadly we do not have LTE in our city as yet when we test this phone. The audio clarity in call is also fairly impressive and is clear on both sides. Talking about the memory capacity of this phone, it comes with 16 GB internal memory, out of which around 11 GB is user available. It also supports a micro SD card, so you can expand the memory and you can also move apps to SD card on this phone. But sadly, it does not support USB OTG protocol, and we tested with various applications, but it does not detect a USB OTG pen drive. When it comes to performance, the phone has a moderate chipset which is Snapdragon 410, and considering that the price tag is 7,000 rupees, we have no complaints. It's a mid-level performer and performs decent on most of the applications as well as games. It's clocked at 1.2 GHz and it's a quad-core CPU which is a 64-bit and also utilizes the 64-bit OS of the Lollipop build, which is the underlying Android here. On top of that, it runs Cyanogen Mode 12 OS, and there is 2 GB of RAM to complement the performance and provide superior multitasking. It can also play heavy games like Asphalt 8 on medium graphics settings, which is in fact better than what we expected from a 7,000 rupees phone. Also, because the Snapdragon 410 is a power efficient chipset, it does not heat too much. Overall, it's not a very high performance phone, but it's a very good performer in the price segment with the 64-bit OS and 64-bit chipset. Now let's talk about camera, which is also very important for a smartphone user. It gets an 8 megapixel rear camera which comes with autofocus, LED flash, and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. There are a lot of camera modes in the user interface and it is fairly easy and intuitive to use. The quality of pictures in ample light is good. The outdoor picture quality is impressive. However, in the indoors condition, the picture quality is not as impressive. It takes good shots in HDR mode when you are shooting in low light or less than perfect conditions, but in indoor low light mode, in the auto mode, the pictures are not very impressive. To our surprise, the front-facing 5 megapixel camera performs better compared to the rear camera in low light conditions and takes great selfies in low light as well as ample light. The front-facing camera can also record video in full high definition, just same as the rear camera is capable of, and they both produce good quality videos. The pictures from front-facing cameras are sharp and carry a lot of detailing. It's a wide-angle lens, so you can also take selfies in groups. Overall camera performance is satisfactory, barring that the low-light shots with the rear-facing camera are not so impressive. Next important aspect is the battery life. There is 2230 mAh battery on this phone, and considering that it's a moderately powered chipset, the battery is quite sufficient. It also comes with Quick Charge 1.0 from Qualcomm and charges fairly fine. It gives a good battery life. If you are a light user, you can pull off a 2-day battery usage easily. If you are a moderate user, you can get 1 to 1.5 days, and for most heavy users, it should still last about a day. Summing up my review and my experience of the Yuphoria, there are 3 downsides that I find with this phone. The first one being there is no notification LED, which is in fact not much of a big deal. There is no USB OTG support, which is the point 2, which is kind of a big deal for some users. And the third downside, which is kind of a big deal, is that it does not take very sharp pictures in low light conditions with the rear facing camera, which is slightly disappointing. But like every phone, this one is also not perfect, but it comes with a lot of upsides as well. The good points of this phones include a very good design, which uses metal and is very nicely designed. It feels great in hand. It comes with a good quality display. It gives you good sound and music experience. It gives you a decent performance. It comes with quick charging. It utilizes the 64-bit OS Lollipop with the 64-bit chipset to give you good performance, and it's a very good value for money at just 7,000 rupees. So in totality, the upsides are much more prevalent compared to the downsides of this phone, which is why we give it a thumbs up and give it an 8 out of 10. We find that in this price segment, this phone is a very good value for money and gives you an overall package which is worth considering. This is all we have on this review. We hope you find it useful. If you did, don't forget to give us a thumbs up by pressing the like button below. For the latest video updates, make sure you hit the red subscribe button. We have done a lot more videos on the Yuphoria, so please check out the links in the description section below to the playlist where we have collected all these videos. I hope to see you in my next video. This is your host Rohit Khurana signing off. Thanks for watching.